Hello, hello.
How you doing, baby?
Give the people your name and pronouns, love.
Of course. Y'all can call me Eva. And my pronouns are I don't give a fuck. As long as you're respectful.
So, how old are you and where are you from?
I am 22 years old from the corn state of Ohio.
What is
Mhm.
your zodiac or your birthday?
I am a Capricorn, January 16th, 2000.
And what is your sexual orientation?
Homosexual. Gayer than the devil in an old man orgy.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an IRS tax examiner.
Why would you say that you're a single friend?
Well, I'm not really talking to no. Well, I'm not really seeing nobody, and ain't nothing official yet.
But would you say that you're ready for love?
Something serious? Not at the moment, though I'm working towards being ready. Like this cake still got a couple minutes to bake.
I think. How long have you been single?
None of the relationships I've had, some people I wouldn't really call proper relationships. Like they never, I never really dated, if that makes sense.
Well, what would you say that you've done thus far? Have you ever been in a relationship?
Like I've talked to a couple guys on a consistent basis, or at least as consistent as I can get from them.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for potential in guys in the wrong type of guys, honestly.
Mm. What type do you typically go for, would you say?
I prefer types. The type I prefer is the more outspoken one that isn't afraid to check me if I'm starting to get a little crazy.
So you say you've never really been in a relationship at all. Um, but are
Hmm.
you but are you open to it?
I'm open to it, yeah.
Let's start from the top. Could you describe your ideal partner to me? Could you describe the type of person you want, the type of guy you want?
Mm, let's see. I do enjoy intellect, yes. I also enjoy a guy that can make me laugh. And while it's somewhat easy to get a laugh out of me, but it's harder to get like a hearty laugh, like the kind of laugh that you wouldn't want people to see.
So those two things are important to you. Do you have any physical features that you typically go for? Any physical appearance preferences?
I typically go for men that are more slim to toned, I guess.
The type of relationship that you want, what would that look like for you?
Mm, I believe in everything being together but separate at the same time. Like, if we need to come together on something, then we'll come together on it.
Metatite acts, I think they mean like their own worlds up to their own devices. Can you
Yeah.
elaborate?
Oh, yeah, sure, I can elaborate. What I mean by their own devices is, hold on, I need to check this pasta real quick. Say he's into sports and I'm more into fashion. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, I think I know what you mean. Correct me if I'm wrong. When you say like have their own world, do you mean like someone who has their own friend group and already has their own interests and career, things like that?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, I got it. What would you consider some of your strengths, Eva?
Um, I would have to say that it's my willingness to help out anybody that I care about, honestly. But that can also be considered my Achilles heel, since I'm known to end up accidentally finding myself in a excuse me, tight spot after helping out somebody.
What would you consider your biggest weakness? You said that that was your Achilles heel.
That's my main Achilles heel, yes. Another weakness of mine is my stubbornness. Like a lot, like I'm very hard. Excuse me, hard headed a lot of the time. And once I'm set in something, I'm not going to want to change it for almost nobody.
You told us that you prefer slim tone guys. Do you have a preference in like masculine or feminine presentation?
Presentation doesn't really matter to me, honestly. As long as you're able to do it with confidence and make that style your own, that's all I care about.
Hmm. Deal breakers. Tell me some deal breakers for you.
Constantly digging around in other people's things, like getting into other people's business intentionally, and then playing the victim when they're told back off.
Would you say that you've come across more of that victim mentality with white people or people outside of the white race?
Um, I would have to say more so with people that I share my skin tone with is where that question was best answered.
And I just asked that question because I have dated of various complexions and
Mhm.
colors, right? I've only ever encountered that with the white people that I've dated, but I haven't come across that as much with black men.
Right. Like majority of the black men that I've spoken to, they tend to be really down to earth and more so relaxed than most white people that I know.
Mm, mm. Would you consider yourself more dominant or submissive in relationships?
I would have to say switch, honestly, because I know there's going to be times where I want to kind of take the reins and where I want to be front seat driver for a while.
So you don't show them your true colors from the beginning?
I show them a couple swatches of my colors before they start seeing the full rainbow. For me, it's been due to my experiences with people in general. Like I've had people look at me weird when I just say something completely random, but also somewhat relevant to a topic.
Is physical intimacy important?
Um, honestly, no. Like if the person I'm talking to doesn't really want to be touched in that manner 24/7, then that's fine with me. I can find the right items to entertain myself with.
Yes, right items. Are you monogamous or open to non-monogamy?
Um, given the way I grew up, I would have to say I'm more monogamous, honestly. Polyamory and non-monogamy are not for me.
When was the last time you were physically intimate? Yes, I said when was the last time you was boning?
Um, hmm. Honestly, I would have to say about a month ago.
Why not them? Why not the person from a month ago?
That was honestly more so of a one night thing. Like he and I talked for about a week before I allowed him over here because I don't want no crazies. At least not crazy crazy.
I get it. I get it. What is your age range for dating?
Um, lowest excuse me, lowest down to say is about 20, and highest 27, maybe 30.
You said you 24, right?
No, I'm 22. I'll be going on 23 in January.
But
Hmm.
how do you feel about kids and marriage right now?
Actually, that actually I do got a surprise in that area. Kids and marriage have been on my mind since I was about 7 years old, and that's because of the way I grew up as well. I've pictured myself just walking down the aisle in a dark blue suit.
Do you have any income requirements for a partner or income expectations?
As long as they're able to pull their fair share, like when it comes to bills and making sure that and helping make sure that our home is paid for and good, then that's my only expectation.
Night in or night out?
Depends on the night. Like, there are going to be nights, like, I know for a fact that there's going to be nights where I feel like going dancing or going out to see a show. But there's also going to be nights where I just feel like staying in.
Are you willing to relocate for love, or does the person have to be in Ohio?
Since I don't really travel a whole lot and travel makes me a bit uneasy, I would prefer somebody closer to me.
I got it. Final question.
Ask away.
What would make you a great partner for a man?
Let's see. My ability to adapt in the kitchen and the fact that and the fact that I'm able to handle and the fact that I got such a long fuse, it will might take quite a bit for a person to make me snap at them.
Tell the folks how to get in touch with you.
You can message me on Insta. You can find me on TikTok.
To catch Eva on Instagram, it is Celtic Mystic 2018. That is CELTICMYSTIC 2018.